All signs point to this. Aaron Rodgers makes a huge decision on his NFL future. My name is Peyton Kleppe, and on today's episode of Steelers Digest, we'll be breaking down the latest Pittsburgh Steelers reports and analysis regarding the Pittsburgh Steelers football team. As Aaron Rodgers saga continues in Pittsburgh, some new news has come out regarding whether or not he's going to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we get into the latest reports, if you guys are not already currently subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below. Only 9% of our current viewers are actually currently subscribed to the channel. So if you click that subscribe button, we will get you the latest Pittsburgh Steelers analysis every single day. Let's get right into it. Aaron Rodgers has made a huge decision regarding whether or not he's going to play in Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, this is a guy all offseason the Pittsburgh Steelers have been linked to. And, as we sit, there's really been not too much communication between Aaron Rodgers and the media. There's been reports coming out all the time regarding where he was going to go. There was rumors that he was going to go to the Giants. There was rumors he was going to go to the Vikings. There was rumors he was going to go to the Steelers. Unfortunately, this guy has still not made his official decision, but some new reports have come out that support that he will sign in Pittsburgh. It seems that unlike the Pittsburgh Steelers will eventually sign Aaron Rodgers. According to Ian O'Connor, who is Aaron Rodgers' biographer, he appeared on 93.7 The Fan on a live stream, and he's revealed the timeline he's been hearing for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, like I said, he's a very strange guy, and he likes to go about doing his things certain ways. He's done this in the past with the Green Bay Packers, of course, and now he's doing it with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't really understand why he does it. I don't know if it's a power thing. I don't know if it's just makes him feel good or if he's just a weird guy. I mean, he's obviously a weird guy, but I don't know why he's doing it. But, it's kind of good to hear some updates from his biographer. That is a pretty reliable source. So, hearing from him definitely gives us some credibility. Ian O'Connor said this, talking to a couple people close to Aaron, I have a sense of what it might be. I'm not comfortable reporting it right now, but I don't think it would prevent him from playing football with the Steelers. This is, of course, he's talking about what Aaron Rodgers was talking about on the Pat McAfee show, where he said he's dealing with some personal stuff that he's been dealing with off the field. He's also in a serious relationship, according to him, on the Pat McAfee show, according to Aaron Rodgers himself. So, obviously, that's a big commitment in your life. You make a relationship commitment, it's definitely big. And it's not something you want to break. Anyways, but Connor said, I think just verbally behind the scenes, not that he's guaranteed it, but I think he's told the Steelers, listen, I'm going to play for you. I just don't want to go there and then miss a ton of part of mandatory minicamp because of my personal issues. And, this could be whether or not if Aaron Rodgers is getting married, if he's, taking this girl on some crazy trip to Bali or, I don't know, somewhere like that. I don't know. But, Aaron Rodgers, this dude, we've given him plenty of time to make his decision. I don't know when he's going to do it, but Ian O'Connor does say that he's pretty sure that this is all going to be solved by the end of May, at least in my satisfaction, where I can give you my all. I think that's when he signs. So, obviously, we're in the middle of May right now. That probably gives Aaron Rodgers at least a week or two left before he makes this decision. I personally do think he's going to make this decision, but of course, the Pittsburgh Steelers also signed Mason Rudolph this offseason. Gave him a 2-year deal, a few $1 million. Mason Rudolph did appear on a podcast recently, though, and when he was asked about the quarterback situation and whether or not it's going to be a competition, he also said that it really depends on what you're paying the guy coming in and obviously who the guy is. And if we bring in Aaron Rodgers, we're not playing Mason Rudolph. There's no competition. Aaron Rodgers is a 3-4-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, as we know, sadly. And he's had a ton of success in the NFL. So if we're signing Aaron Rodgers, it's going to be for a bigger deal. And like he said on Pat McAfee, Aaron Rodgers, he said, I'll play for 10. I'll play for 10 M's, $10 million, a little final deal for him. But, if we do sign Rodgers, Mason's just going to go to that backup position where he, I don't want to say belongs, but probably belongs for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But, looking at this situation, the Pittsburgh Steelers were never really worried. We've shown poise throughout this whole offseason and shown confidence that we will sign Aaron Rodgers. So I do believe it will inevitably happen. If we look at the draft and look at the moves the Pittsburgh Steelers did make in the draft, it's kind of evident that they knew they had a plan. They knew they were going to get a guy that would step up and be that quarterback in Pittsburgh. At least that's what I would think, because, all you did in the draft to address the quarterback position was get a guy who I really like, a big physical guy, big arm leader coming off a winning championship run in Will Howard. But, you really didn't address that position at quarterback until the 6th round. That really just shows you have some confidence in either Mason Rudolph or some confidence that you're bringing in Aaron Rodgers and he will finish his career in Pittsburgh, which I wish and I think will happen. Aaron Rodgers, this guy in the past, like I said, has had a ton of success, and he did go to the New York Jets for 2 years. He did try to make it his little chessboard where he was moving all the chess pieces, but if he comes into Pittsburgh, he's not going to be able to do that, hopefully. Mike Tomlin's going to hold it down. Rooney's going to hold it down, and Arthur Smith will hold down the offense and won't really give Aaron Rodgers that power that he had in New York. Obviously, we saw last year, week 4 of the season, New York Jets do fire their head coach, Robert Saleh. Kind of a dumb move. A lot of people in the NFL thought so, but a lot of people believed it was because him and Aaron Rodgers had a conflict of interest, and Aaron Rodgers obviously overrode Robert Saleh and got him fired, which is crazy to think that a starting quarterback could get their head coach fired. But I guess in the NFL nowadays, anything will go to win, But anyways, Aaron Rodgers, I do think he's going to sign in Pittsburgh within the next couple weeks. Give it a week or two. If not, this dude, I don't know what he's doing, but I don't think he will come into Pittsburgh. If he doesn't sign by the end of May, I don't know what he's going to do, but it won't be in Pittsburgh. But, looking at some of the other guys we do have on the roster, we also do indeed have a Mason Rudolph who, like I said, he is a guy that has played for us in the past. He has started for us, started a few games. He did go on a winning streak. In that last couple games he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he had that 4-game winning stretch where he beat, I think it was Cincinnati, Baltimore, who else? Seahawks, and I forget the last team. Maybe the Bengals or another divisional opponent again. Maybe the Browns. I forget. But, then he played in the wild card round, played the Buffalo Bills, didn't play too bad. Obviously, the Pittsburgh Steelers decided they didn't want to bring him back the year after. He goes to Tennessee, doesn't really play too well. Now he's back in Pittsburgh, back where he started. And, if Aaron Rodgers decides he doesn't want to come in, we always have Mason Rudolph as a backup plan with 12 picks in the draft for next year. Unfortunately, that is all I have for you guys tonight on Steelers Digest. If you guys are not already currently subscribed, click that subscribe button down below. Here we go, Steelers. Peace out, boys.